Oh hey, this ain't the chore video. This is the video where I update you guys on what's going on with the bomb shelter slash aka root cellar. Let's go take a look. So the race was on. Once we had the membrane on the outside, took down all the scaffolding, everything we did in the last video, then it was time to get the dirt back up against the building to stop water from leaking in and flooding the bottom of the root cellar. Also, we were having a lot of erosion on the house side of the project, and we wanted to put a nip on that bud as well. Now once we got all the dirt around the building except for the very front, I had to key the excavator guy back in so he could dig out this area so we could put in these piers. Here, let me show you. What? Yep. Now you're wondering, what's he doing with the bucket and the PVC pipe and the concrete form or block that he's using as a base? So basically, when the concrete guys were here, we were talking about ways to shore up the concrete pad, because I still have to put another 6 foot of concrete on the front of this building to make my pad a 20 by 20. So they were talking and we were listening, and one of the concrete guys had mentioned about putting maybe some PVC pipe into the ground, and then that way when we put the concrete pad in, the concrete will go down those tubes creating piers, and that would stop the building along with the rebar that we put in during the project. That would stop the pad from settling down because the dirt is going to be very unsettled. So now we have these in, and we'll cut these down to where they need to be, and then the concrete will just fill right into these tubes and create these piers columns. I think it's a totally slick idea. And then that way, basically the concrete pad that we're going to put on the front here, another 6 feet, is actually going to be floating or suspended there. So it won't matter how much actual dirt settles underneath this pad, because the pad won't move at all. And if you've been following along on this build, you know that this was a big contentious spot. Like, a lot of people were worried about it, that the house was going to fall into the hole, that the foundation was going to be exposed on the log cabin, and so forth and so on. But as you can see now, it's full of dirt. I actually put a PVC pipe in right there, and all that is doing basically is marking where I have to reconnect my water lines. If you missed the other videos, you'll have to watch the playlist or catch the video, but I basically busted my water line, and 3,000 gallons ended up in the bottom of that pit before we even started the foundation. So we got that all done. I just basically put that in there to mark where the head is here, and then I'll put a straight line across there. There was a couple of ideas that we had about how we were going to do the water line. Was I going to put it in, maybe just build the dirt up, tamp it down, put it in right away, then put it on top of it. And then ultimately I just decided that it'd be safer and smarter to go ahead, put this dirt in here, let it compact down, and then dig it back out to put the water line in there. It's going to be a little bit more work, but I think in the long run it's going to pay off. You know, it's going to be a smart move. So what a build this has been. On a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being the easiest of a DIY project, 1 being the most difficult, I'd have to probably put this one around 4, maybe 5. I don't think it was extremely difficult. A novice or a person with a little bit of construction knowledge could put this thing together and put the blocks together and make the concrete, do the walls. You know, the excavating was probably one of our sore spots on this build, and we had a lot of cave-ins, a lot of rain, stuff like that. So I think that was the most challenging part. Other than that, the rest of the build went pretty smooth. We had a little, you know, like I said, a couple hairy spots where the walls were kind of falling in on us while we were trying to get our work done. And I'm telling you guys, I totally set this project up in August for the reason that we don't get a lot of rain in August. We have gotten a ton of rain in August. The other day it rained another 2.5 inches. So that's why you haven't seen any updates too. We've been letting things dry out. I had to, you know, get some other stuff done. We're leaving for Santa Rosa, California. If you guys are out that way, you could come to the Heirloom Expo and see us. And so a lot of other stuff was going on, plus the weather really held up the project. So this is where we're at on the project right now. The next step is going to be showing you guys how the piers work, how we're going to get in this front 6 foot. We're going to first shore it up, you know, get all the forms in there and that kind of a stuff, so you can see how all that goes down. And then once we get that 6 feet on there on the front, then we're going to start moving on to the building up above, which I'm totally hush-hush about, but you guys are going to really like this. And it's part of the Learning Center too, so if you haven't got a t-shirt, the t-shirts are going to fund the Learning Center. Once we have the Learning Center built, then we can start offering classes here. Please, if you haven't got a t-shirt, or if you just want to get another one, maybe you only got one and we have a couple more designs, maybe you want to just get another one. All the money that we use from the t-shirt sales are going to go towards the Learning Center Fund. Thanks a lot for watching our videos. You can always check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you find any value in our videos, or if you're just like what we're doing out here. We're kind of crazy, living off the grid in the Midwest. So if you like that kind of stuff, and you know, with the health and nutrition and the fermenting and all the stuff, we just bring you the whole lifestyle. If you like that, hit that subscribe button down there. Make sure you ring the bell for notifications, and we'll see you guys on the next video.
Hey guys, thanks for watching our video. You might want to check out these videos.
And if you want to become a Homestead homie, click the picture of us below.
We will see you tomorrow.